podcast dedicated to the lore, legends, and myths surrounding the creatures that may lurk in your backyard. My name's Hewitt.
I'm Chris.
Hey man, how you doing?
Tired.
Tired? Why are you tired?
I mean, even though it's been a week, I'm still feeling 4th of July, which it was just like back-to-back things because I went to Pride, went to Florida, kind of tippy-toed in Florida, but, you know, North Alabama, really.
North Alabama is on the other end of the state. You mean South Alabama?
South Alabama. You see, this is what's happening to me. My brain is melting. I don't know directions anymore.
You've actually had a vacation.
And I've just been doing schoolwork this week. I'm at the tail end of 2 of my classes, and another one just begun. So they were like, do these 6 chapters, and then another class like, do these 4 chapters. And then the new class is like, do these other 6 chapters. And, you know, it's all like expedited summer classes, so they're just like throwing it at you. It's like, oh yeah, you got to finish this.
Yeah, it's an 8-week, or it's a 4-week course or 8-week course, like when I was getting my degree.
Yeah.
You know how you handle that? You don't actually read everything.
Oh no, I haven't been reading everything. In fact, like, I'm trying to figure out a way to do these lectures because my intro to business class is like, okay, for one, like, I am pretty sure LA Delta, it's just using this guy's classes and he's been dead for 2 years or some shit. Because all of his lectures are from the pandemic era.
I mean, it could be that.
And 2, I mean, out of all 3 of the classes, it's the least. It has a lot of stuff you gotta like remember, but it's literally just do the lecture, listen to the lectures, do the test, do a mini report, and it's only going to be 4 times of that. And I'm just like, did they just like? Are they just keeping this guy? Also, like, there's a lot of stuff in business that doesn't feel like it fits anymore in 2026 America, just with the...
Oh, you mean like ethics?
Yeah, that entire chapter, I was like... The lecturer was like, oh, yeah, you know, most businesses want to be ethical. I'm like,
Small businesses, yes, but once you make enough money...
No.
Once you're Taylor Swift rich, you don't have to be ethical anymore.
But no, I'm on the tail end of 2 of the classes, which is decided both to cram their tests next week at the beginning.
But I actually got to reach out to Delta because I was going to try to be an adjunct. There's not enough kids that'll be able to take the class at school. And my principal is very much like, we're going to do academic greatness, but we're not going to put a whole bunch of kids into dual enrollment classes. And partly because she's mad at the 2 teachers, me and the English teacher that can do dual enrollment. So she's greatly reducing our numbers, which I'm fine with because that means that when I get my one Western Civ class, it'll be like 10 kids again. And I'll do what I want. But, see, I'm tired because since 4th of July, I have either been backed up or... Sick, releasing everything all the way back to when the Mayflower landed. Well, my family didn't come over on the Mayflower. But yeah, so I've been tired. I replaced 2 deck boards.
That is my fault.
And speaking of which, I have a gift for you.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
For the listeners at home, if you go to TikTok, you can see me burning this, but it is the 2 boards of my deck that he burned a hole through.
My God, that is a lot bigger than I expected.
Yeah, it's over an inch wide. That's the reason when someone's like, oh, it'll just be character. Like, no, it can't just be character because one of my kids' feet will literally go down in that hole and they'll trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I finished that up today. It is epoxied over so the ash will not, but it says a grave mistake. And then it's got some pretty cool skulls and some flowery Bernie skulls that I found.
Thank you. I'm going to hang this up when I get home.
It is heavy though. Like that is.
Yeah, I would have to find a place for it.
You're going to have to put some anchors into that drywall. So,
well, I got fucking wood paneling. So.
Well, real quick, do me a favor because I just sprayed the ends of that. Make sure that would you feel that are the top and bottom ends tacky? The frame that's nailed on.
Nothing feels tacky.
Okay, just set it on the table because I know my luck will find the one wet spot and have a big brown smudge on the carpet. However, there is another gift for you that is not mean-spirited.
Oh, but it is spirited. Oh, encounters true story of UFO sightings, aliens, abductions, and extraterrestrial contacts. So this is the one you were talking about last time.
Yeah, the
last
one
time being
like a month and a half ago. But
shit,
that's
my birthday came early.
Well, on that note, it looks like shortly after your birthday, we might be taking a trip to Shreveport.
Yes.
I need to, now that I've got a date, because we got 3-1 on the vote.
I mean, I just put in a vote. I wasn't like...
It was the same thing for me. And I won't lie, I was going to vote for that weekend too, until I saw 2 votes on the other one. I was like, nah.
I don't want to split it. I'm not going to split it.
I'm not going to do this and have Frecky vote for one of the other ones and solve nothing. And then Knox vote for the other one and solve nothing. But it'll, I got to reach out. I'm going to reach out to the Municipal Auditorium, which will be an episode we do in the future. And I need to reach out to, I think it's the Sander Theater. And there's a mansion over there. Because if we can't do
we're
one,
just going to make a day of.
Well, no, it's not like a day of going to all the haunted places. I'm going to try to see if there's one that might be able to let us come in
and just do an actual ghost hunt,
and either do a tour or ghost hunt. Like, even if we don't get to do a ghost investigation, I think it'd be cool to go through those. One of them actually does a murder mystery and turns into a haunted house during the Halloween season. And I want to try to, the problem is that's going to be pretty close. And then the other 2 are active theaters.
Yeah.
And there's
also, I think, like, do you have to be like an official group to get like the unguided stuff, or?
I just got to talk to him and see what's up. Also, we could go by the cemetery that it rained tarantulas in.
Oh, that'll be cool.
But then there's Seventh Tap and Great Raft that are just next to each other. I need to talk to Ninja Spence about where he wants to eat, because like I'm trying to make sure everybody gets something they
enjoy,
want on the trip. And also just kind of like back at the Fourth and Before, when we talked about what we'd like to kind of expand into and do, and Spence seems to really want to go towards food.
Yeah. I mean, food.
Ghost, beer, and food. That's what this network becomes.
With some gaming.
With occasional D&D and stuff in there.
I've been wanting to do do some gaming, but it's so hard to, like, find time for other folks.
You need to make time, because I bought you a game. We need to go Oregon Trail it on Trail and Error.
Yeah, we got RV there yet. I got games I want to play. Like this week especially, I've just been, like...
dead to the world, hiding, because everybody goes radio silent the week after we do something.
I've been playing, like for the Steam sale, I bought Armored Core, which is
the newest one.
Yeah, the newest one, which is a FromSoft game. Which, for anyone that doesn't know, I like Dark Souls and all that. And it's the same company.
I gotta ask, is the quadruped leg still the best in Armored Core?
I haven't used it yet. But it does get the hover option, so.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is talking about it. They both like tank treads, and I'm like, those are cool when you get the highest level. If I remember Armored Core 1 and 2 right, when you get the highest level, it's a hoverboard. But before that, you is slow.
Yeah, right now my AC looks like just a typical
Gundam.
I didn't go like full Gundam. They do have like the typical Gundam legs. Like, okay, this sounds weird.
Are we talking about the childbearing Zaku hips that I showed you on that one action figure?
It's like, and they have like the it looks like they have gaiters on or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they do have those legs, but my AC kind of looks like a mix between like a Gundam and like Western Mech Warrior style, because all the parts kind of like move in between that, and they have parts that look like from like Evangelion and things like that. So it's like there's a wide range, and I really enjoy the what is it, like the marriage between like the big clunky robots and the quick Gundams, Agile Gundams, because there's kind of a mix. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Would you like to...
Yeah, but what are we actually going to talk about that's spooky, not just video games?
Here's the thing. I wanted to talk about some stuff. I am like 99% sure you've heard all of these, because these are old viral stories that we're talking about. And when I say old, I mean from 2008.
Oh, so we're going back in a history lesson on the internet.
So I wanted to do some viral stuff, but like a lot of these stories are kind of like, they're not long enough for their own episode, except for the last one. The last one, if we wanted to do like the last one and just expand on that, we could. But for this episode, I was like, okay, we'll just cover that because I thought it was funny. But yeah, I decided to pull up 3 different viral incidents that happened in the late 2000s. And for anyone listening that was maybe a kid then or doesn't really remember that era of like viral sensations and everything, virality still kind of depended on traditional media. So when you look at stuff that went, quote, viral back then, there would be one layer. There would be like the internet layer where it would spread, but it wouldn't really get that big. And then there would be like the traditional media layer where that's when it really started permeating. Like originally stuff like, Rickrolling and everything wasn't really, like if you're talking about meme culture, it was always considered pretty underground, so to speak. Like it was its own little subculture for a while until like traditional media.
Back in the long ago, you had to live on the internet and FTP forums to find some of these things. Like, or I don't remember if you remember our friend Will.
Yeah.
Terry's older brother, or Bert's older brother, that worked at the Node here in town for, at the time was CenturyLink. And his job was to check everything that got flagged. So when this is like the second year of my grad school, talking about 2008, that man sent me to the point that I no longer opened emails from him.
Some of the worst shit?
Some of the worst shit, because like he would see it and send it to me, because it's like, why are you doing this to me? Like at the bar with him, why are you doing this? He goes, if I have to see it and suffer the cancer in my brain, I have to share it with someone else or I'll die. And that's how I got lemon partied.
Yeah. I remember the first time I got fucking goatseed.
Goatsy is so tame compared to so much. Like,
I mean, it's just...
Goatsy had cookies for a little while.
Yeah. So, let's start with our first little thing, and I'm sure you've heard about this, the Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Oh, I was actually going to do something with them in the future, because I love those dumb little things.
Well, I mean, you can expand on them, because this is just... everything I found, I was just like, I don't know if I can expand on this too much. So the Fresno Walkers, or the Fresno Nightcrawlers, are little, about 1.5 meters, white semi-humanoid creature that look like walking pants.
Yeah, they're like 3 foot.
Yeah.
Tall.
They've been captured in other areas such as Yosemite National Park and Poland, and I believe some other places. But the main place that it's known for
is Fresno, because that's the first one.
California, yeah. And the original footage that you can find online is actually like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, because it's a guy's security footage that was then recorded with a hand camera that was then sent to like
a news net like a TV network to put on like the 6 o'clock news or some shit like that.
And then it was re-recorded from there at a presentation. So it's like 7 degrees.
We almost started moving into analog horror towards the end of it with the number of times.
Yeah. And the security cameras weren't very good back then anyway, because it's 2008. I believe most of this, like CCTV, was still analog. In fact, I know this one was analog.
It's the same type of set you can still buy at Harbor Freight for like $100 with like a dozen cameras.
Yeah. And I know this one was analog because he talked about suspiciously like overwriting the tape. Like, so if like again, with VCRs, or if you had anything that was re-recordable, you could just re-record over it. And usually that's what security systems did, because it was just so much information.
Well, I mean, they would, if I remember right, when I was working at the movie theater around this time, or a little bit before that, we had security cameras. And I think it was every 3 days we would erase the footage and record back over the same tapes. And I can say this now because the mall theater's been long gone.
Yeah.
But like the security system in that was so old. And half the time, what you'd end up catching is people being really grody in a movie theater.
Yeah. And the thing is, once you overwrite it so many times, especially with a stationary camera, you do get you get
artifacts,
and you get the quote unquote ghosts. That's where you see a lot of the ghost footage.
It's also like the ghost at the gas station from this time period that was like a cockroach on the freaking camera. Man, this was on all the Fox caught on camera.
Yeah, the biggest one was Factor Faked. Factor Faked Paranormal Files, where it was said to be inconclusive.
I missed that show.
It was a good show. It was a fun show. Even though it was kind of bullshit, it was kind of
It was, but at the same time, number one from Star Trek was the host, and he was in the Ripley's Believe It or Not, and it was cool. This is also when the magician dude was on.
Yeah. Now, there were a lot of skeptic stuff about it, and one of my favorite YouTubers from back in the day, Captain Disillusion, who has a series called the Quick D series, which sounds so bad, but it's essentially
I don't know how many female individuals out there or other individuals may like a Quick D.
It's essentially debunking. He's a debunking channel, and he usually focuses on visual effects because he's a visual effects artist. And just saying Quick D out loud.
I know. I'm feeling like we might need to edit part of this out.
But it's just debunks he does within 3 minutes or less. But he attributed it. He didn't say definitively it was video editing, but he showed how it could be video editing very easily. And he pointed to some of this. He was skeptical simply because the guy, one, overwrote the video and then pestered Univision, the local network, to air it. So there's a little bit of skepticism there, but outside of that, there's other theories about it. But I don't think there is any definitive ones. Although I think the funniest theory is that it's a kid's prank with kids on stilts with pants that go up above their head. And they're just walking. But yeah. Anyway, so that's just, that's the first one I wanted to get to. And I kind of just want to discuss some of the ones that we kind of knew about.
Before you get off of this one of my... there's a t-shirt I want that says everyone's gangster until the Fresno Nightcrawlers show up. And it's it's kind of like the Ruguru shirt I got you. It's real 80s vector style, but it's it's almost comically overstepping Fresno Nightcrawlers.
So they're just a little bit.
No, it's like the long step, like that one cartoon when we were kids.
Doing the rubber hose animation.
Yeah, the really long steps down the sidewalk. The other one is, and I'll show you this after we record. There's a dude who makes animations to it, and then there's another guy who did the original audio. Goes, I just ran into a whole bunch of these Fresno Nightcrawlers. These little things, I don't think there's a single thought behind them big black googly eyes. He's just staring at him what the fuck am I supposed... he's like a vampire hunter, and he's looking at the Fresno Nightcrawlers what the fuck am I supposed to do with these? One of them gave me a mushroom.
Is that... No? I mean, out of all the cryptids, whether they're real or not, it's the Fresno Nightcrawlers just look like a dopey little thing that's walking in the woods, as opposed to something scary or menacing. It's okay, you see these 3 feet...
Sasquatch is their scary dog privilege.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, moving on. The Montauk Monster. Yeah. So in 2008, Jenna Hewitt and 3 other friends were at the Ditch Plains Beach, in Montauk, New York, when they saw people gathering around something, and what that something was a strange dead, or it was a strange corpse of a creature they couldn't recognize. It seemed mammalian, but it had a beak. It had a long tail, claws, and scant hair. The pair joked that it could have been a creature from the Plum Island Animal Disease Center. The picture and article resulted in a widespread just going on traditional media and through forums, showing up in conspiracy theory with Jesse Ventura. Obviously, I mean, they're going to attribute it to the Plum Island Animal Disease Center.
Did you say Jesse Ventura?
Yeah.
Jesse the Body Ventura?
Yeah, his TV series, Conspiracy Theory. Remember that?
I forgot that he had a TV series. I remember he was...
Alex Jones was on that series. Because he
referred to him as a kid in... Oh my God. Am I right? Is that the show where...
Yes, because it was that old.
Oh my... You know, I keep forgetting Alex Jones is not that much older than us when that man looks like he's damn near 60.
There's also, like... I think people need to understand that he's always been kind of a charlatan. But before the Trump era, he was just kind of like a...
tinfoil hat conspiracy theory.
Yeah, he had his crazy moments, and he certainly played into it, but he wasn't nearly as...
Well, no, because he wasn't making money off of phrases like turning the frogs gay.
And it's just, like, it was just so funny because, like, that episode with Alex Jones in it, he takes him to a FEMA area and shows him, like, the basic not caskets, but like what they would put a body in if there was like an emergency and they didn't have a way to transport the body.
Yeah, basically the body storage, like
and they're
crates.
Like they're preparing for something. It's like, yeah, it's FEMA. They're preparing for a disaster, and you know, as morbid as it is, people can die in a disaster.
Okay, like one of the things we're definitely going to do in the future, and I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year, is we will actually talk about Hurricane Katrina. And whenever an event like that happens, everybody that's in charge of rescues knows you're about to have a mass casualty event. So you need to have stuff on hand. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it situation. Like,
yeah.
Like you said, like, oh, they're preparing for this. They're going to kill everybody. It's like they're storing all these caskets in a Walmart. The reason they're storing the caskets in the abandoned fucking Walmart is because it's a empty building and whoever owned it just got cash from the government for them to store shit in it on short time. So, of course, they're shoving it in the empty Walmart because you know what a Walmart is?
A big warehouse.
6,000 to 15, 20,000 square feet of empty space.
And that isn't to say that FEMA is perfect or good or anything like that.
We all know that one. Especially now.
But like just the thought of them being like, oh my God, they have makeshift caskets. It's like, yeah, they're an emergency response unit. But that it was also on Ancient Aliens.
Which I found out the book that like the first book I asked you about when we were talking about
Chariots something
Chariots of the Gods.
Chariots of the Gods, yeah.
Is I believe that's the one that is hella racist.
I mean,
like a lot of the stuff that Poof Hair Dude from Ancient Aliens was all about.
It's just racism.
Was like a lot of what he cited and a lot of the stuff that he used. Like one, that dude doesn't, to my understanding, and I might be wrong at this point. I'll have to double check. I don't think that dude had like a degree. He had been like a sports announcer for a little while before that. He was just like super enthusiastic about aliens, but like it's something you might know more on. The more I've looked into some alien stuff, I start seeing like some thinly veiled.
Well, the problem is with anything conspiracy theory related, and it bleeds into like extraterrestrials, is the fact that there's a lot of racism and anti-Semitism kind of mixed in. Because if you go into stuff like the Bilderberg Group or like the Rothschilds or things like that, people over-focus on like like the fact that the like Kissinger was Jewish or something like that, and they latch on to that.
No, Kissinger was just a shit person. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
that he was. I mean, it's like going on TikTok and all of a sudden I'll see some people who are criticizing what's happening, like with Israel attacking Lebanon.
Right.
And then like at first I'm like, all right, you're giving me a lot of good information. And then all of a sudden if they say the Rothschilds or they say a couple other like certain words, I'm like, oh, these are dog whistles. I'm out. You are.
Well, yeah. Not to get too political, but the current actions of the Israeli state have certainly
The government
have certainly allowed anti-Semitism to fester. But even in alien ufology, there is a veiled bit of racism because there's like that we talked about before, that one race that one alien species
that's like Aryans, or there's the one where it's like the dude with the pointy head.
Yeah. And like I think with the Aryan ones, it's literally like, oh, they shared their DNA with humans or some shit like that. So there's always, it's unfortunate, like, but racism finds a way, even into like.
Look, we were talking about video games earlier. Like, I just want to play a stupid little game. Why you gotta make it racist? But why are you?
Yeah.
Why are you mad? There's a non-binary character in this game you weren't gonna fucking play in the first place.
Oh, now you're just getting into something else. I could go on all day about like some of the shit like people complain about. Like, because people complained about Veilguard. It's like, y'all aren't even playing the game. Why do you fucking care so much?
I mean, there's some legitimate complaints I've heard about Veilguard.
Oh, yeah, there's...
But the ones when, like, they're going off about the non-binary Kyun.
Yeah.
I'm like, have you played the game? No.
Yeah.
Or, like, with Baldur's Gate. You can be gay with them? I'm like...
You could be gay in the first one, I believe.
You can be...
Or they had same-sex relationships in the first one.
Well, I'm just saying it's like you... Like... Asterian, I think you can go either way.
Yeah, no, well, all the they make all the joke.
Are they all tab? Or is it kind of like with with Mass
sexual?
Effect? Yeah, it's tab sexual or Shepard sexual.
Well, with Shepard, like all the characters have sexuality, so you can't just go up to any character.
I thought that was no. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of no. Just
like in the fourth Dragon Age, it's like that. The characters are player sexual, but all the other Dragon Ages are the same. But the thing that pisses me off about like everyone that's like talking about Dragon Age, this is a tangent, is the fact that like when they shit on Dragon Age Veilguard, they most often have never played or never cared for the Dragon Age series. And someone who bought the original when it came out, played the second one when it came out, played the third one not really when it came out, but I have beaten all of them. I've beaten the first one like a fucking dozen.
I've gotten every ending that you can get without playing Dalish.
Yeah, like
because I don't like the Dalish,
because Dragon Age Veilguard has similar problems to every other game in the series, and that you can feel, like especially after 2, you can feel meddling from EA. That's the main problem. When Dragon Age 2 came out, they wanted to be like Mass Effect because Mass Effect was a big hit, so kind of make it more like Mass Effect. They wanted like a Mass Effect but fantasy. That fucked up. MMOs were getting bigger again around Inquisition. Make Inquisition kind of MMO-like.
How much fun would an actual like? I mean, they pretty much killed the property at this point. Like, they've replaced the head after every single game on that. Well, franchise.
The original writer he left.
Yeah,
before, because Veilguard was going to be a live service game because live service games are popular now, and he was like, I'm not doing that.
No, and we lost a lot of what could have been an amazing. Story with the Dreadwolf thought process. What I'm saying is, think about, even though EA's killing off the property, how fun a MMO in Thetis would be.
It would be really good. They could do so much good shit. And the problem with Dragon Age, and I love the series, is the fact that it always feels like there could be more. There could be so much more to the series.
It's a massive world. Like,
yeah. Anyway, we're going off to the most agreed upon explanation for the monster we were talking about, the Montauk monster.
Yeah.
Is a raccoon. So it's a raccoon that had...
Was it that small?
It was about that small, and like the nose had decomposed off, and like some of the bone on the face was off, so the incisors are part of the dentition kind of looked beakish, which is why they said it.
Well, I mean, think about if you ever see like a Nutra skeleton or a Nutra skull. If you don't...
Or just any, like...
Well, I'm just saying, like, or even like a beaver. I'm just saying, like, a large rodent.
Yeah.
If you see the curve of the front of the skull plus their teeth, and there's like some decomposition there, it can look beakish because there's a gap between those teeth and then the next set.
Yeah. Some people also theorize that it was a turtle without a shell. That's not possible. That's not how turtles work.
No, because you would have seen a bunch of internal organs because the spine is part of the shell.
A turtle without its shell is completely mutilated.
It is splode.
It is... Do not look up people cleaning turtles to eat. It is horrific.
I don't want to eat reptiles anyway, so...
I mean, I'll eat alligator.
Okay, alligator. Yeah, alligator's pretty good, but like, I don't want to eat a turtle, or I've eaten snake, but I don't want to eat snake again. Snake was...
Snake is...
For anyone that's outside of the South.
Well, the thing is with alligator... Like, especially farm raised.
Tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken. It's a little bit stringier. It has a little bit more of a gamey taste than chicken. But, like, when you get into snake, it's really gamey, stringy, fucking tough.
Too many bones.
A dog, a pig, and, of course, the Plum Island experiment. Thank you, Jesse Ventura.
Who might be running for governor again.
That dude is so fucking old, man. Like, I don't think he's got it in him. It would be funny. If
I just want to see him to split the Republican vote.
But the thing is, he's not, like, he leans more Democrat.
Well, he's very, very libertarian.
No, he's very libertarian, but he's also, like, Green Party. It's hard to explain Jesse Ventura's political affiliation.
He wants everybody to have guns to protect their weed farms.
Yeah. Of course, saying weed farms nowadays is kind of dated because now weed is kind of... It's getting less...
There's less stigma, but we live in a state that's going to be the last one. Us and Indiana are going to be the last two to legalize it.
We are only, like, dipping our toes in the water for legalization. That is, we got the dispensaries and everything. And they... are finding so many different ways to penalize people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't smoke within, like, 400 feet of a fucking school now. Or, like, a college, specifically. Which, smoking around a school, at best, is kind of scummy. But, like...
Do the same for cigarettes, though, if you're going to do that.
Yeah, but also college students that, like...
I was going to take my test on Tuesday, but then I got high.
Yeah. But anyway, getting into our last little bit. We're going to talk about a viral hoax that rocked the world for about 2 days before people were like, yeah, no, this isn't real. Remember the 2008 Bigfoot freezer hoax?
I think I do.
Yeah. So, Again, in 2008, August 2008, Rick Dyer and Matthew Whitten, two, quote, full-time Bigfoot hunters, did a press release claiming they had killed a 500-pound, 7'7" Bigfoot-like creature in the Georgia mountains. They stated they saw multiple other creatures after discovering the corpse or killing the creature. It wasn't clear. They just said they had a corpse, I think. I don't remember if they said they killed it or not. Doesn't really matter, though.
We yelled, hey, Bigfoot! And he went, and he fell off the cliff. And so then we stuck him in our freezer.
But they also said that they needed 6 men to haul the corpse, and they were pursued by other Bigfoot the entire time.
You are stealing somebody's grandpa, good sir. I fully understand them Bigfoot's coming after you and your boys.
So Tom Biscardi, a popular Bigfoot hunter, also was contacted by them earlier about a DNA sample before this came out, which came back inconclusive. I'm already going to spoil it here, but like the match was between a human and possum. Human possum?
Who fucked a possum?
I guess Bigfoot did.
How do you get a Bigfoot?
A human and possum just mixed together.
This is the weirdest Pokemon breeding crossover ever.
They would end up showcasing the corpse with Tom Biscardi and bringing in someone named William Wald Arlett into a press conference, which, by the way, didn't have anyone else except for the press. So it was only open to the press, where they showcased the corpse in a freezer that was frozen over. Like the entire corpse was frozen over. I like the face you're making right now.
Because
you already know it's not real.
The thing is on top of this is like the dude up in Minnesota that also had a Bigfoot in a freezer. Like, you're looking at a block of ice with a Bigfootish looking thing in the ice. And it's a Gowrow. It's a fucking Gowrow show.
Okay. I mean, essentially, yeah. Tom Biscardi would be all in on this. Like, he was like, because he was like from the West Coast, so and I think they had a showcase in Georgia, but they also went to Palo Alto, California, to, show pictures and everything. But Tom would say, I got to tell you, I smelled it, I touched it, I felt it in the intestines.
Got all up in them guts.
He got up in them guts and was like, this is a real thing. This is 100% real.
You know what? I could, if this dude, and because I know where this is going, but let's just play devil's advocate here. These good old boys found Bigfoot in the mountain. And they come in, you can put your hand in there and you stick your hand into a fucking bowl of chitlins.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the peeled grapes and spaghetti noodles at the freaking Halloween thing.
It's like, oh my God, it's real. I'm feeling. Yeah,
okay, when you're blindfolded, man, though, like, that's.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's doing mind tricks, but like when it comes to like the Halloween, the haunted house where you put your hand in the peeled grapes, and like, it's not actually eyeballs. They're just you're just getting fucked with. This, for at least 24 hours, there was like an air of finding something.
Did we actually? Is Bigfoot fucking real?
So the story did indeed quickly fall apart within days, because the man, William Wald Lett, that I mentioned earlier, he was also a Bigfoot hunter, and he wanted to make some money off of this. And he's like, man, this is a big payday. I could really do something with it. So he paid $50,000 to these people, to Rick and William, or Matthew. I'm sorry, getting people mixed up. And he paid it up front as like a goodwill payment. So he gets the
son. No,
he gets the body. He puts it in the back of his truck, and he lives in Indiana. So he's driving from Georgia to Indiana, and halfway there, the body starts to thaw, and he checks on it. He's like, "Wait a minute, this skin and fur seems pretty synthetic." Well, it also just turns out like, bringing journalists in to like look at pictures of this corpse also invites a little bit of skepticism and an investigation. And the place where they bought the costume was quickly found and confirmed by the owner. It's like, yeah, that's one of our suits.
Is that Party City?
Yeah. So what? I don't know. So what William found was the suit was stuffed with roadkill and butcher trimmings, essentially. Like they just went to a butcher and got like intestines and the unusables, quote unquote.
All the offal.
Yeah, all the offal, and they just stuffed this. Apparently, they put a whole fucking pig in the torso.
How much money did they have to get a whole pig?
I don't know. I had no idea.
Okay, hold on. 2008 money pig might be cheaper than a nowadays whole pig.
I mean, pig in general is pretty cheap, but like, yeah. So yeah, that happened. And what happened after that? Tom Biscardi completely disavowed everything, distanced himself from the two, was like, hey, I didn't know, dude.
They let me put my hands in guts, and I was like, them feel like guts.
He's like, yeah, I didn't know. I know now, so I disavow.
I didn't know that Bigfoot didn't have 2 pancreases.
Matthew Whitten lost his job as a cop.
The cop's lying about something.
They said he broke his oath of office, or he broke his oath to the something like that. He broke his oath as a lawmaker
or as a law enforcement
by doing a Bigfoot hoax, essentially.
Man, if we could only hold people accountable today to that standard.
And then William filed a criminal complaint against both of the people. So against Matthew and Dyer. And Dyer, of course, claimed the body was switched at the last minute because, of course, he did.
The government.
The government switched it out because they don't want you to know this is the Bigfoot's real. Even though they say there's like, I think Tom Biscardi like maintains that there's like 25 to 3,000 Bigfoot in America at any given time, which is a pretty low population.
Well, I mean, as rare as Bigfoot is to be seen, 25,000 from Mexico all the way up to Canada.
Yeah.
Where we supposedly see Bigfoot. If Bigfoot is a real creature, that would make seeing Bigfoot pretty daggum rare.
Now I'm gonna blow your mind real quick. So the quote unquote corpse was eventually sold on eBay for $250,000. The money went to Payback Wald, who also had legal debts at the time. So it went to that, went to pay down legal debts of both Dyer and Whitten. And then the rest
they didn't deserve a goddamn dime.
And then the rest of it went to the seller, who I don't know how Joshua P. Warren got it, but he had a hoax research nonprofit, so the rest of the money went to there. Because Joshua was like, I'm the one who sold this stupid piece of shit for $250,000 somehow. Someone bought this rotting, smelly-ass costume for $250,000.
Elon Musk.
It was probably Elon Musk.
That's his live doll. I finally broke him.
So, lastly, Rick Dyer would actually try another hoax in 2012, claiming that he lured a Bigfoot out with a pork rib from Walmart.
Now, if it's your ribs, Bigfoot might show up, because I ate some of your ribs.
I'm still mad that the other one failed me. The other smoker I bought. Next time, I'm just going to get vertical smokers, or just pre-cook them like a smart person.
Well, no, I mean, I've eaten some of the pork ribs, and I still got some pork ribs. The beef rib was really good.
I love the beef ribs. I actually shredded the beef ribs and made beef you know how like brisket sandwiches.
I put them on nachos with elote.
I did some nachos too. I didn't have elote though. The elote was good, but I didn't get
any of the elote.
I ate some then, but I didn't get any.
Oh.
But anyway, my sources are Wikipedia, Cryptid Wiki, Fox News, the non-pundit side of Fox News, even though all of it sucks.
Yeah.
But it had the body. It had the story about them selling the eBay body, or selling the body on eBay. So Bigfoot body sells for $250,000 on eBay. Palo Alto Online alleged Bigfoot find proved to be a big fake, and NBC News Sasquatch hunters claim hairy corpse of Bigfoot. And then Captain Disillusion YouTube. So we are Backwoods Obscura. We release every Tuesday. If you saw what we released earlier, we are also Brouhaha. We do that monthly.
Yeah, Brouhaha episodes stream on TBA's Twitch every 20th. We will have, at the time of this recording, by the time this is posted next week, the 20th of July will be Pilsners and Pretzels.
Yes. And we also are Team Bonus Action, which we do games. Coming up, we're going to be doing Extra Life, which is something we do yearly with friends to raise money for not Batson Children's Hospital anymore.
Well, normally we would say donate to the ACLU or to the Trevor Project, because that's been our big cause this year. But once August 1st hits, we'll be switching into Extra Life season. And we will ask you to donate to the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals to help parents not have to worry about paying home bills and medical bills.
Especially in this era.
Especially right now. And it goes to Children's Mississippi in Jackson, formerly known as Batson Children's Hospital. So if you can donate to that, we would greatly appreciate it. We will be back on Sundays with Shadows of... She came up with such, Shadows of Resurgent.
It's like a big...
We've only played 2 games and we had to take a month off because of everybody's June schedule.
I can't make this next one.
Well, we don't even know if we're having it because the other folks are going to vote.
Are they? Now I feel bad.
Don't feel bad because, if they say they can't make it because you're not there, I'm cool because then I don't got to set up. But my response is just everybody let me know what we're doing so I can set up or not.
I am definitely making it next week. Anyway... I hope you have a good day or night or whatever time it is over there.